I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about the No Values Music Festival has classic punk rock bands, ska bands, Sublime, and Power Trip with new lead singers and many, many, many more artists. In recent years, Golden Voice, the massive music festival promoter behind Coachella, has branched out into genre-specific music festivals. Okay, let's not waste too much time. And now here comes the No Values music festival dedicated to various stripes of punk. The very first inaugural No Values Music Festival will take place on June 8th. I guess it's only a one-day music festival at the Pomona Fairplex in California, I believe, and it will be headlined by the Misfits and Social Distortion. Their lineup contains a whole lot of classic names. Okay, let's not waste any time. Some of the names you will see is Iggy Pop, Turnstile, Bad Religion, Dillinger Escape Plan. Wow. Jesus Lizard, Power Trip, Sublime with new lead singer. Okay, so let's look at the lineup. Okay, so this is, wow, it is. Yeah, it's just a one-day music festivals. I've noticed that it's interesting because it felt like when music festivals start, all of them were like 2-3 days, but now we're starting to get a lot more of these one-day music festivals. You can see there will be two headliners, so you're gonna have to make some tough choices between who do you want to see, the Misfits or Social Distortion, Iggy Pop, Turnstile, Bad Religion, Sublime. I don't believe they're with Rome anymore. I believe it's Brad's son. I believe that's the new singer at the moment for Sublime. The Dillinger Escape Plan, Power Trip, The Damned. There's one band that's blacked out. That's interesting. I think that's a surprise band that they're gonna probably announce a little bit later. Joyce Maynard's Suicidal Tendencies, The Vandals, Black Flag, TSOL. I believe that's True Sounds of Liberty. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Jesus Lizard, The Exploited. I'm going to talk about them in a few seconds. Fear, the Addicts. Oh my God, I love the Addicts. L7, the Dickies, Agent Orange, Adolescents. I have to get in just a little bit. Cro-Mags. Okay, that's a hardcore band. Oh man, there's a lot of bands here. Who's that over there? I can't see. There's also Fishbone, the Aqua Bats. I believe I heard of them. The Selector. I believe the Selector. That's Ska, right? I believe that's Heap Cat. Yeah, that's Ska Touch. The Skeletons. And it will be DJ'd by Gilo Biafra, who is the very, 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 very famous lead singer of the Dead Kennedys. Wow. So, I mean, this lineup is absolutely insane. Obviously, I am a huge, 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 huge fan of the punk rock genre. Hip hop and punk rock have always, not always been my favorite genres, but I definitely love punk rock as much as I love hip hop. If I was going to this festival, I mean, I would definitely have to see the Misfits. It would be impossible not to see the Misfits. I really, I haven't heard too many songs from Social Distortion, but I discovered Social Distortion from the documentary called Another State of Mind. They have a song called Another State of Mind, and I believe Mike Ness, he was a kid, literally a kid. Mike Ness, the lead singer of Social Distortion, and he's like coming up with the song Another State of Mind because they're traveling. It's a really, really dope documentary. Definitely had me fall in love with the genre of punk rock. So I definitely have to catch Another State of Mind by Social Distortion and then catch the entire set from Misfits. Iggy Pop is a legend, so I would catch Iggy Pop. Not the biggest fan of Turnstile. Bad Religion. Oh, man. I mean, Bad Religion, Dead Kennedys, Rancid, The Casualties, Unseen, the Ramones. Those are like my favorite punk rock band. So I love Bad Religion a lot. So I would have to catch the entire set of Bad Religion. I would catch some songs from Sublime. I may have seen Dillinger Escape Plan before. I'm not 100% sure. I think I may have seen them with a band, I think called 18 Visions, but that's like very, very old school. So I would catch the Dillinger Escape Plan. I would definitely catch The Damned. A few songs from Joyce Maynard. Suicidal Tendencies. I feel like I've seen them. It's either Suicidal Tendencies or the Suicidal Machines. One of those two. I feel like it was Suicidal Tendencies. I think I've seen them at the Warped Tour once. I would love to see the Vandals. When I first got into punk rock, I remember I would wear like a Black Flag T-shirt, and I mean, I cannot tell you how many people told me their opinion of Henry Rollins. That's all I'm gonna say about wearing a Black Flag T-shirt. But yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Black Flag. I would catch them. True Sounds of TSOL. I believe, like I said, I think it's True Sounds of Liberty. I think there was like two different names that they came up with that, but from what I remember, it's True Sounds of Liberty. I'm pretty sure I've seen True Sounds of Liberty with the Weirdos. I believe that was at the Knitting Factory back in the days. I love the Weirdos. That's just great stuff. Who else? The Exploited. Now I gotta get into this. Now, like I said, when I first got into punk rock, I was like into the hardcore street punk rockers. The first punk rock band I literally ever got into was the Casualties. Nightmare basically changed my life when that song began, and you just hear glass breaking. I'm like, what the hell is this? And it was like punk rock to the core. So I love hardcore punk rock, street bands. Rancid, The Unseen, The Casualties, and then I got into the band The Exploited, right? Now, listen, when I first got into them, a lot of people were saying, listen, Jason, you should not listen to The Exploited because they are a Nazi band, right? So I never knew, like, I was just like, I don't want to tell people I like The Exploited. They have a famous song, Sex and Violence. They have F the USA. But my favorite song from The Exploited, and it's not even close. I mean, those songs are great. Classic. Obviously, Punk's Not Dead, the classic song. But the song that really gets me going when I hear from The Exploited is Computers Don't Blunder. Oh, man, I love that song. But yeah, I'm happy to see The Exploited do music festivals like this. Like I said, when I first got into them, I thought they were a Nazi band, so I didn't really want to say, I liked them so much. But to see them on festivals like this makes me definitely happy, and it proves that they were not a Nazi band. There's other bands like Fear, the Addicts. I love the Addicts. I've seen excuse me, I've seen the Lower Class Brats. They have that Clockwork Orange stuff going on, and the Addicts are they obviously have the lower the Clockwork Orange thing going on too. So I love the Addicts. I would love to see the Addicts. The great band. The Dickies, L7, Adolescents. Lawrence Arms. Wow, okay, that's interesting. Cro-Mags. I would want to catch out Cro-Mags. That's a hardcore band right there. I'm not too crazy about Scars, but I would catch a few songs from the Ska. Have to catch my boy Gilo Biafra, Dead Kennedy's lead singer, who not the Dead Kennedy's lead singer anymore. He left the Dead Kennedys a very long time ago. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm a huge fan of this music festival. There are, 15, 20 bands that I could easily go and see on their own, that I would not mind seeing at this music festival. It's great that this is their first year doing this music festival. So I'm imagining that, you're going to get a lot more years of this. Hopefully this becomes a 2-day music festival in future dates. Hopefully this is very successful, and in future dates we get, obviously you get bands like Green Day, Rancid, you get those big bands like that that could do this music festival. But let me know your opinion of this music festival. I'm Jason, the world is yours. Today we had a story about the No Values Music Festival scheduled for June 8th, 2024, featuring bands like the Misfits, Social Distortion, Iggy Pop, Bad Religion, Sublime, Dillinger Escape Plan, The Damned, Black Flag, The Exploited, The Addicts, Cro-Mags, everybody, right? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button. And please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.